3035.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this WYLN Sports Special presentation of high school football. Tonight, the Lehigh Valley Health Network Hazleton, your orthopedic and sports medicine partner, brings you the game of the week as the Cougars of Hazleton area visit Berwick to take on the hometown Bulldogs here on WYLN. You are looking live at Crispin Field in Berwick. We thank you for joining us for continuing coverage of high school football on WYLN. I'm Marty Burns, joined as always by the coach Joe DeMelfi, Jim Burns on the stats.
And now, lady,
we've had the coin toss at midfield with referee Chuck Hannon. Hazleton area won the toss. They deferred. They want to go on defense to start.
Our national anthem.
And
please rock.
We are just about set, but first, on the eve of 9/11, we send it down field level for our national anthem. Outstanding rendition of our national anthem to get us set for football here in Berwick. We have a matchup between the Cougars 0-2, coming off 2 losses to state-ranked opponents in Wyoming area and Harrisburg. Berwick 1-1. We saw them last week, Joe, in a defensive effort, coming away with the victory over Crestwood. And preparing for tonight's game, read the preview written by Steve Stallone in the Standard Speaker. Coach Bookman was asked, who do you focus on that Berwick team, especially defensively? He said, we don't focus on one player. It's that whole defense. And last week we saw it, whether you're talking about English, Blockus, Wilk, Kishbaugh, Sheptalk, you could go through up and down that defensive lineup. Somebody contributed to that victory last week.
I talked to Coach DiFrancesco yesterday, as a matter of fact. We talked about his defense. They fly around. They make tackles. They're able to cover a lot of ground. I think right now, Marty, a team that shows a little offense tonight is going to have an edge in the ball game.
And I'm sure Coach DiFrancesco is going to look for the triple threat attack from Hazleton area. Bookman, Casadas, Shimani.
And we've seen them in years past. Have not seen them this year until tonight. We will see them. But they've always had 2 or 3 players that you have to concentrate on. They're going to make sure that those 2 or 3 players get the ball at least 5 or 7 times a piece, maybe more, and they can hurt you.
So as we mentioned, Hazleton area will be kicking it away. They're in the white going from left to right on your screen. Number 15, senior Luke Russo will be kicking it away.
Kicking off.
Back deep for the Bulldogs is number 7, Dre Wilk. And number 5, Ryan Bankus. And Russo on for the Barbush Automotive opening kickoff of week number 3.
Tonight, 68 degrees.
PA announcer Gary Kreischer saying 68 degrees at kickoff, and we are underway. End over end kick takes Wilt to the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
Kickoff fielded by Dre Wilk. It is
And when you have a weapon like a kicker like that can put it in the end zone, that's quite effective for your football team.
You know that the ball's going to be set at the 20-yard line. They're going to have to go 80. Whereas if they catch the ball outside and can return it, it may be less yardage. But Bulldogs will set up at their 20.
And their offense really seemed to click, Joe, when Aiden Mason was getting the football, and he's going to get the start tonight in the backfield.
Rushing game, second half, very, very well last week. They played very well. They got some blocking up front.
Mason stands next to Matt Lonzinski, the junior quarterback. Fakes to Mason, rolls right, being pressured, throws. It is caught and complete. Making the catch is Kishbaugh. Out across the 30, and they'll actually say he stepped out at the 30, but it's enough for a Sacco Chiropractic Berwick first down.
Spencer Kishbaugh across the formation and into the flat. Lonzinski sprinted to him, no contain. He had some room to continue the play, and he did for the first down.
Nice play to get him started, because last week he seemed a little jacked up, a little wiry with the passes.
He needs to know when to throw it hard, when to throw it soft.
This is Mason, met in the middle. I believe Abreu is one of the Cougars that got a hold of him, along with Ryan Mathias. They're going to officially give him about a gain of 2. 2nd and 8 coming up for the Bulldogs.
Tried to go to the left side, Marty. Not a lot there. Picked up a couple. We talked about the importance of the first 2 downs. You don't want to be stuck with 3rd and 8, 9 all night long. Tough to convert those 3rd and 8 plus yards.
Mason to Lonzinski's right out of the gun. Knorr goes in motion to the top of your screen. Lonzinski looks for him, complete. Maston will bring him down shy of the first down. It'll be 3rd and short. He stopped the clock. Now I see a flag at the far end. I wonder if Knorr turned it up sooner before the snap.
He might have, Marty. Yes. So we're going to bring it back. Play the 2nd down over after the penalty of 5 yards.
Call it 2nd and a long 13 from the 27. Hazleton area under the direction of Dennis Bookman in his 2nd season. A beautiful night in Berwick for high school football. Has the Dogs with a 2nd and 13. Lonzinski looking, throws, and overthrew Boone. Brain Boone, the intended receiver. I believe that was Shamani on the coverage. It'll bring up 3rd and long for the Bulldogs.
Decent job by that Berwick offensive line. Didn't get a lot. Hazleton area did not get a lot of pressure, but couldn't find any receivers. finally threw it for the incompletion.
And we should point out, Joe, as last week, it does not look like the play clock is functioning, so it'll probably be kept on the field by the officials.
That gives the quarterback something else to, he has to know, number one, who's keeping the clock.
Lonzinski pumps. Now he's being pressured. Gets rid of it, hit as he throws, looking for Nori, overthrew him. Abreu
Pass downfield.
and Tacona on the pressure of Lonzinski, and it's going to bring up a BLB Auto Sales Berwick punt.
Mitchell Master.
Again, the defensive line not doing a bad job for the Bulldogs. Lonzinski had to go to his left. Took a chance, throwing it down the field, nothing there. Bulldogs will punt it away.
And after going on that deep pass pattern, number 17, Ben Nor will go back for that BLB Auto Sales punt. Back deep for the Cougars, number 1, Matthew Bookman, number 6, Connor Shamani. Short kick by Nor. Bookman calls for the fair catch at his own 49. Great starting field position for that Cougar offense.
Yeah, anytime you can get a field, short field of 51 yards for a score,
49 yards.
that's for the touchdown. You have to feel good about that as the Cougars go to the offense.
The Forge Eatery, 11th and Mulberry Streets in Berwick, is offering food before, during, and after the game. Stop in and check out their new outdoor pavilion, the Forge Eatery, 11th and Mulberry Streets in Berwick. And the one change from last year, Joe, Kellen Warner has graduated. Tyler Wolf now takes the helm of quarterback for Hazleton area. And Bookman will get the first carry of the night, lowers his shoulder as he is met head on by Nor for a gain of 2.
On the carry for the Cougars.
Nor stepped up in there. Bookman a little lower. Here you see it, right side. There you see Nor. Bookman getting that helmet right under Nor's chin. But Nor contributing along with a couple of his defensive teammates, holding it to a 2-yard gain.
That replay brought to you by S.J. Kowalski. Bookman to Wolf's right. Trips to the top of your screen, looking for Casadas, and reading it well was Spencer Kishbaugh to drop him for a loss.
I'll tell you what, Spencer Kishbaugh, the last week played exceptionally well. Here he jumps it. Now, you see the receiver who's standing and watching Spencer Kishbaugh run by him. He's supposed to make that block.
So it brings up 3rd down and 12, back to the 47. It was a loss of 4 on the play. Again, not a 3rd down situation this offense wants to be in either. Wolf to pass. Now he's looking to run. He's going to be tripped up by Taylor after a short gain, and it'll bring up a BLB Auto Sales Cougar punt.
Tajee Taylor, saw him last week, did a great job on that defense. Here you see him
Tackle for a
getting off the block, making the tackle. Not a sack. His quarterback picked up maybe a yard.
standing at his
Wilkin Boone awaiting the punt from Russo. It's a BLB Auto Sales punt. High kick. Boone fields at the 15. And he is going to be hauled down after a short return.
field the punt, tackled immediately.
I believe that was Christian Price on the special team tackle for Hazleton area.
Great coverage by that punt team of the Cougars. Bulldogs will set up offensive shop
First and 10.
at about the 19-yard line.
Yeah, they gave Boone a return of 3 on the play. So it's going to be the second series of the night for the Bulldogs on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership Hazleton scoreboard. 8:26 remaining in a scoreless first quarter. Both teams have had the ball first. This is the second possession for Lonzinski and the Bulldog offense. This is Mason trying to bounce it outside. A host of white jerseys bring him down. Looks like the officials will say for no gain.
I'll be honest with you, Marty, when you have 8 or 9 people that close to the line of scrimmage, tough to run the ball unless you run it straight at someone and you're able to pop it to the second level. But Mason really didn't have any place to go there. That defensive front of Hazleton, aggressive and up the field.
Clock has gone under 8 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. No score, 2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs. Two receivers to the bottom of your screen for Berwick. Lonzinski slings it out to Mason. Mason got a couple of blocks and stays on his feet as he stumbles across the 30. Good for a Sacco chiropractic. First down.
Great job getting the ball to Mason on the corner. He has enough speed to take it, pick up good yardage in the first down.
And great blocking on the outside by his receivers.
Well, the receivers there, that's their... We talked about the play with the quick screen with Hazleton area. That's what they're out for. They are to block the man covering them, and they did a great job there.
Gain of 15 has it 1st and 10 Berwick. Mason gets the carry. Eludes one. Eludes a second. He's into Cougar territory before he's pushed out of bounds. For another Sacco chiropractic first down.
Aiden Mason doing a great job on the ground. Really, it's a continuation from the second half last week. If you don't, I keep saying this, Marty, after so many years, when you wrap your arms, if you don't wrap them tightly, good backs are going to run out of the tackle, and that's exactly what happened there.
A gain of 23, so 38 combined yards for Mason on back-to-back plays has the Bulldogs at the Cougar 44. Mason right up the middle, and he is going to be brought down by Minor, but not before he picks up 5 on first down.
Good first down play, picking up good yardage off the right side offensive line. We keep talking about the crease that they need to open. That's what they did there as Aiden Mason comes to the sideline for a brief respite.
This time it'll be Bankus getting the carry, replacing Mason. Coming up with a nice tackle in the open field, Trayvon Corchado holding him into a yard gain.
I tell you what, Corchado, that's the kind of tackle you make, wrapping your arms. Ball carrier really couldn't go anywhere.
Local buyers and sellers know that the right agent makes all the difference in the world, so call Susie Wiegand at Realty World, Massachindel at 570-854-0574. 3rd down and 4 coming up for the Bulldogs. Ball marked at the Cougar 38. Approaching 5.5 minutes remaining in the opening quarter on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership Hazleton scoreboard. No in motion to the top of your screen, and Nor gets the ball. He's got the first down and more as he's inside the 35 to about the 32. Another Sacco chiropractic. Berwick first down.
Here you see in the replay. Gets to the corner, but what makes the play? He's able to turn it up right now, and he cut it back just a little bit. That means the backside of the defense did not get there to seal the defense. Heads up, good eyes by Nor.
Wilk, the lone receiver, to the top of your screen. They're going to give to Mason. Minor grabs him from behind and holds him to no gain. Nice play by the junior, Kayvon Minor.
I'll tell you what, they were trying to do the same thing to the left side. Mason would look like he wanted to go outside. He cut it back and tried to cut it back, but he was tackled by Minor, setting up a 2nd and 10.
I would think the one concern for Coach Bookman and his staff across the way, other than 3 offensive plays, Berwick has had the ball this whole quarter. 2nd and 10. Fake to Mason. Lonzinski pumps once. Throws downfield as Knorr. Caught! And he is down inside the 1 for a Sacco chiropractic. First down.
Found the space between that zone, and Lonzinski saw him quickly, or quick enough to make the completion. But look at it here. Neither the safety or the cornerback could get over.
With first and goal at the 1, the Bulldogs are in the Grand Central red zone, looking to put the first score of the night on the board. Knorr is going to take the direct snap. High snap, eludes one tackler, but a host of white jerseys bring him down for a loss of about 3 to the 4.
Keeps possession, but he is tackled for a big loss. Back to the 5. Second and goal.
Loss of 4 of that, Marty. You really don't want to lose yardage down there. And last week, some of the snaps were a little high for the Bulldogs. Really didn't mesh well on offense because of that. Not a great place to go to that, to be honest with you. If you're having that kind of a problem, you need to put the quarterback under center and go from there.
Second and goal from the 4. Give us to Mason. Trying to stretch it out. And Mason is in for a 2 Italian guys. Pizzeria. Bulldog touchdown.
That was all Aiden Mason. He was hit about the 3-yard line. He just carried some of the defenders and some of the blockers with him into the end zone. So Aiden Mason picks up, Marty, where he left off last week. Picked up good yardage on that drive on the ground for the Bulldogs.
Senior kicker Brendan Hinkle on for the point after. High snap. Boone did a great job of getting it down. The kick is up and good. 2:54 left in the opening quarter. Bulldogs strike first, leading 7-0.
Your health has never been more important. That's why Lehigh Valley Health Network is making it easier than ever to take control with MyLVHN, your digital health partner. MyLVHN allows you to schedule appointments right from the palm of your hand, message your doctor questions, and even see an LVHN provider from the comfort of your home through video visits. With MyLVHN, you have on-demand access to your health anytime, anywhere. To learn more or to sign up, visit lvhn.org/mylvhn.
Hey guys, Ray Merrill from Blaze Alexander, Greater Hazleton, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Welcome to Jeep Adventure Days. Check out this lease, $399 a month for this brand new Jeep Grand Cherokee L that enjoy 3 rows of adventure. During Ram Power Days, you can get a Ram for $319 a month on a lease, or you can get 0% financing for 72 months. I feel like I'm on my boat. So if you find yourself in the market for a Ram or a Jeep, come on down to Blaze Alexander, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram and find out why we have the inventory and take the deals those other guys won't.
The Bulldogs have controlled this opening quarter, leading 7-0. Hinkle on for a Barbush Automotive kickoff. Casatis and Bookman back deep for the Cougars.
Both deep men are capable, so you need a very good coverage from your kickoff team.
Casatis from the 7. Takes it to the far sideline and still on his feet before he is tripped up, making the tackle Joshua Kishbaugh.
Marty Berwick's touchdown, Mason, 4-yard run to the left side. Hinkle with the PAT. 10 plays, 82 yards. Mason, 5 rushes, 34 yards. Lonzinski, 2 for 2, 46 yards.
Ball be marked at the Cougar 26, 1st and 10. Only their 4th play that they're going to run offensively so far in this opening quarter. Trailing 7-0. Casatis and Shimani to the bottom of your screen. Bookman goes in motion that way. Wolf gives to Matthews. Matthews has a big hole. Ryan Matthews being chased down by Kishbaugh inside the 15. But the first time tonight, it's a Cougar. Sacco chiropractic first down, but we have an injured Cougar back at their 25.
What happens here with the motion, the man sets trip, so that spreads the secondary. He popped the line of scrimmage very quickly, but I'll tell you what, Kishbaugh never give up. They bring down Matthews at about the 15, but we had an injury on the play.
Without checking with Jim Burns, a gain of 59 yards for Matthews down to the Bulldog 15. When play resumes, the Cougars will be in the Grand Central red zone. The one concern, Joe, the veteran leader on that line, Leo Kelly, I believe, is the injured Cougar down at the 25.
I think Marty, referee or the umpire also went down on that play. So there was that collision inside. A lot of bodies. Matthews pops it as Kelly up. Looks like he's under his own power. He might.
They're going to help him to the sideline with a little bit of a limp. You mentioned the umpire. Joining Chuck Hannon on the staff tonight is the umpire, Al Williams. Linesman is John Basic. Bobby Jones is the line judge. The back judge is Kevin Harry, and the side judge, Brendan Boyle.
What happens when the secondary has to shift when they get trips? Now you got one man basically tackle a tackle in the secondary, and he pops that line of scrimmage as Matthews did.
3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. The handoff is to Bookman. He's met in the backfield. We'll see where they'll give him forward progress. Walkus and Taylor in on the play. They'll give Bookman back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10.
You look at it right here. Taylor really unblocked the backside. He makes the hit, and then Walkus comes in to help.
2 minutes and counting left in the opening quarter. 7-0 Berwick. But the Cougars, as we mentioned in the Grand Central red zone, have a 2nd and 10 from the Berwick 15. Matthews, the lone receiver to the bottom of your screen. Here comes Casadas. They fake it to him. Wolf throws across the middle of Matthews. Matthews on his feet to the end zone for a 2 Italian guys. Pizzeria. Cougar touchdown.
And he takes it in for a Hazleton
Wolf did a great
touchdown.
job keeping the play alive. He had people all over him initially, able to step up and shed the 2 people who were on him. Then found Matthews wide open. Matthews takes it into the end zone. We're 7-6. Bulldogs up by 1. Hazleton area attempting the extra point.
Shamani to hold for Russo. Hold is down. Kick is up and good. 1:38 left in the opening quarter. The Cougars answer and tie the game at 7.
Sacco Chiropractic, East Broad Street in Hazleton has the health care you've been waiting for. Whether it's a chronic issue or something new, Sacco Chiropractic has the most up-to-date techniques and therapies to help with any ailment. From his days of playing football with the Cougars and then in college, Dr. Scott Sacco has an elite understanding of sports injuries and how to correct them. Whether you are an athlete, a weekend warrior, or a grandmother, we can help with multiple issues. Call today to see why relief is super, man. 570-497-4150.
Imagine how inconvenient your life would be without power. No lights, no refrigeration, no heating or cooling, no electronics. But with a Generac home standby generator, you will have power when you need it most. Generac generators automatically provide backup power after sensing a power outage, so your life goes on uninterrupted.
The Wire Guys, 1338 North Church Street, Hazel Township, 570-459-3345, and visit us at homewireguys.com.
Here's the Cougar touchdown. Wolf finding Matthews. Matthews accounting for all 74 yards in that quick strike scoring drive where Hazleton area countered the Berwick score.
Showed right there 2 Berwick tacklers.
Russo on for the Barbush Automotive kickoff.
They did not get their arms around Wolf, and he was able to extend the play.
Wilk from the 2 straight up the middle, and he's finally going to be brought down across the 40. Great return by Wilk, as I believe that was Bookman and Alex Pongrazzi on the special teams tackle, but not before a return of 41.
Here you see the replay. Makes the tackle. Pongrazzi helps out. Bulldogs start the offense. Marty Hazleton's touchdown. Matthews 15 yards pass from Wolf. PAT, Russo good. 3 plays, 74 yards. Matthews 57-yarder from the line of scrimmage on that run.
So great special team return by Wilk. Sets Berwick up at the 43. Lonzinski to pass. Looks for Kishbaugh. He breaks the tackle. He's in open field. Kishbaugh has Cassatis in his sights. And Kishbaugh go out of bounds inside the 5. But not before a Sacco chiropractic first down.
Kishbaugh took that up. Just a short pass right here. Throws it to Kishbaugh. Really a 3-yard pass. Kishbaugh turns it in after the missed tackle. Turns it into a big play.
Joe, the scoring was pretty quiet for the first half and plus of this first quarter. Now it seems like an arena game's broken out.
Yeah, it's and I've seen a few of those, by the way.
Bulldogs in the Grand Central red zone. 1st and goal at the 3. Game tied at 7. Dogs looking to regain the lead. English in front of Mason as Lonzinski under center. It'll be Mason. Mason pulling his way to the end zone for another 2 Italian guys. Pizzeria. Bulldog touchdown.
I'll tell you what, Mason both touchdown. He was hit in the backfield, maybe 2 yards in the backfield, maybe more, but he powers his way into the end zone.
Hinkle on for the point after. Kick is up and good. 1:09 left in the opening quarter. Berwick back in front, 14-7.
BLB Auto Sales, a division of Barbush Automotive. BLB has deals that can't be beat. They carry trucks, vans, SUVs, sedans, and sports cars, and all at the lowest prices. Barbush Automotive can handle all vehicle repairs since they do it all. Check out their specials: oil change and filter, just $19.95. Alignment, $49.95. Professional and good people. Call 570-454-7571.
First Keystone Community Bank is here for you. You can bank online anywhere with our mobile app, pay bills, and make remote deposits. Personal banking safely done. We are here for you with 18 convenient locations. We are First Keystone Community Bank.
Membership opportunities are now available at the Valley Country Club, 79 Country Club Lane in Sugarloaf. Clubhouse upgrades are in progress and will be ready for the spring. Call Frank Radis for details at 570-233-5328.
3 scores in the last, let's see here. Where's my calculations here? 1 minute and 45 seconds. The last there by Aiden Mason. Hinkle on for the Barbush Automotive kickoff. Line drive kick, 1 hops to Bookman at the 15. Bookman across the 30. Runs into a blocker. Now he's taking it outside. Bookman with a stiff arm, and Bookman will be pushed out of bounds across the 45. Back-to-back big returns, first by Wilk of Berwick and now Bookman of Hazleton area.
Classic mistake for the cover team. Once the man's in the middle and starts bouncing around, if you bring yourself with your outside shoulder in, he can bounce it outside. Always keep him inside of you if you're an outside cover man. Marty Mason, 3-yard touchdown for the Bulldogs. Hinkle with the kick. 2 plays, 57 yards. Lonzinski to Kishbaugh. Big play. 3-yard pass turned into a 54-yarder. Wilk with a great kick return to start all that.
Unofficially, a 33-yard return by Bookman gives the ball at the 48 for Hazleton area. A delay on the handoff. I believe that was Bookman that got the carry. He'll get into Berwick territory after a gain of almost 4.
Good power run by Bookman. A lot of people in there. But he is a back that's hard to bring down, just as Aiden Mason is also hard to bring down. Once they start moving their legs, you got to wrap right at the knee, or else the running back, will take it down the field.
20 seconds and counting left in the opening quarter. Little flip to Casadas. Trying to get to the outside. Casadas broke 1 tackle before Blockus brought him down inside the 45 to the 44. Will leave the Cougars 3rd and short. Clock is going to wind down to zeros. Through a quarter. Exciting end of the opening quarter. Berwick 14, Hazleton area 7. You're watching the Lehigh Valley Health Network Hazleton, your orthopedic and sports medicine partner. Game of the week on W.
Start the day off right with a trip to Georgie's Bagels, 110 West Front Street in Berwick, where a variety of New York-style bagels and plenty of options for breakfast or lunch await you. 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. daily. You can also call 570-752-0663 to order by phone. Or visit georgiebagels.com to order online ahead of time so it's ready when you are for a quick pickup. Georgie's. Our bagels will knock you out.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice, everyday low prices, plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
Start of the second quarter, Cougars down 7. Have the ball at the Berwick 44 with a 3rd and 2. Casadas in motion to the bottom of your screen. This is Bookman hitting the backfield and drop for a loss.
I'll tell you what, he was hit almost immediately, and I think that was Kishbaugh.
That was Kishbaugh that got him first.
Up the field right now.
Great call, Joe. So it'll bring up 4th and 3 for the Cougars. Ball at the 45 of Berwick.
Marty, first quarter, Hazleton 67 yards rushing, 15 passing, 82 total yards. Berwick 43 rushing, 110 passing, 153 yards total offense.
Low snap. Wolf being pressured. Looking. And he's not going to get there, and he lost the football. But he was going to be shy of the first down anyway. The Berwick defense stands.
We talked about the Berwick defense. Kishbaugh coming up with a huge play on 3rd down. Wolf gets a low snap, looks down the field, nothing there. Decides, and I'll tell you what, I think again.
I believe it was Kishbaugh and Taylor that time on the play.
Big play defensively.
You need new sneaks? So shop small. Harry's Sporting Goods, serving the local community's sporting good needs since 1891. From 112 West Front Street in Berwick, give them a call, 570-752-5212. Harry's Sporting Goods, West Front Street in Berwick. OIP's the original Italian pizza and family restaurant, 2010 West Front Street in Berwick. Call 570-752-6070 for your curbside pickup. Knorr hands it off to Wilk. Wilk is hit after he gets into Cougar territory. Coming up and hitting him first was Corchado.
I'll tell you what, Marty, great blocking on the corner by Braden Boone. Did an excellent job. That does not have to be an overpowering block. What he does is just have to stay with the defender, and you're going to see it right there. He is staying with that defender. Big pickup on first down.
Gain of 9 makes it 2nd and 1. Bulldogs, they can do so much out of this. Lonzinski goes out wide. Knorr's going to take the direct snap. And Knorr's going to keep it. Lowers his shoulder, and he's going to get the first down inside the 45. It's a Sacco Chiropractic first down.
If my memory does not fail me, last year at Hazleton won the game, but Knorr was the quarterback for the Bulldogs.
And he scored 2 rushing touchdowns in that ball game, as I remember.
Your memory's better than mine. I remembered he was the quarterback.
And again, he's going to take the snap as Lonzinski will go wide to the top of your screen. He looks to be off sides by about 3 yards.
He's way offside.
And Berwick is going to take a timeout. 9:53 left in the half. They lead by 7.
Your health has never been more important. That's why Lehigh Valley Health Network is making it easier than ever to take control with MyLVHN, your digital health partner. MyLVHN allows you to schedule appointments right from the palm of your hand, message your doctor questions, and even see an LVHN provider from the comfort of your home through video visits. With MyLVHN, you have on-demand access to your health anytime, anywhere. To learn more or to sign up, visit lvhn.org/mylvhn.
Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years.
After the Berwick timeout, 1st and 10. Knorr again to take the snap. And he fakes to Wilk, he'll keep it. Knorr breaks a couple of tackles, gets inside the 35 to the 34. Again, another nice 9-yard gain on first down.
That's another run-pass option. He could have made the fake and stepped back. Instead, he ran it straight up the field. I'll tell you what he did right at the end. Did a great job of hanging on to the ball because several Hazleton defenders were in there grabbing.
Thank you for joining us tonight for the Lehigh Valley Health Network Hazleton, your orthopedic and sports medicine partner game of the week. Berwick already up 14-7. Approaching 9 minutes remaining in the opening half, and they're in Cougar territory again with a 2nd and short. Lonzinski back at quarterback, pumps. He's looking for Kishbaugh, and he overthrew him, and Shamani made a diving attempt and almost came up with it.
Kishbaugh ran that route inside. Shamani, good job on the coverage. So really a no play. That's the kind of play, 2nd and short, you feel to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can get in the end zone. Now you have 3rd and about 2, which you say to yourself as a coach, it's going to be 4-down territory.
Coming up at the half, Jim Burns will give us the halftime stats along with halftime entertainment. So we invite you to stay tuned for that and another 9:01 of game action. And it's going to be Mason. Mason, bullying his way, stays on his feet. I think the spot's going to give him enough for a Sacco Chiropractic first down.
not only Hazleton defenders, but Mason ran in, I believe, to his right here, to his lead blocker and the defenders, but he still was able to pick up the first down.
Want to remind fans, starting Wednesday at 7 at Sports Talk, your weekly source for Hazleton area high school football. Join head coach Dennis Bookman this Wednesday as he'll talk about this Berwick game. Look ahead to their return home against Pittston area and a special guest from the Cougar football team. So it's Sports Talk, your weekly source for Hazleton area high school football, starting at 7 on Wednesday here on WILN. As this is Mason. Maston grabs him from behind and will bring him down after a gain of about 6.
That's almost like a stretch play, Marty, that turns into a cutback, and that's exactly what it is. They ran it to the corner. Front side of that defense was moving quickly, backside not so quick. And Mason finds a little crease there and picks up about 7 yards, 6 yards.
Wilkin Boone to the top of your screen. Mason to Lonzinski's left. They fake. Lonzinski rolls, throws across the middle, incomplete, looking for Taylor. Shamani was on the coverage for Hazleton area.
I'll tell you who he had. He had Kishba on the flat. All he had to do was just a short delivery. Decided the other thing for a right-handed quarterback, you're going left. Now you got to try to square your shoulders and make that throw to Taylor, and just couldn't do it. So, 3rd and about 6. Maybe 5. I can do that up here. I can go from one number to the other.
Ball marked at the Cougar 26. 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Lonzinski looks, being pressured. Flag is down, out of the hands of Boone, and I think Chuck Hannon may get a hold on the offense.
Yeah, the referee throws it interior. That's always good for a hold, I believe. And I would think Coach Bookman's going to take this. You look at a 3rd and about.
And it's a hold on the offense.
Yeah, 3rd and 13, maybe 3rd and 14.
Looked like the ball was marked at the flag was marked at the 33.
Now your thinking here is, as it goes back even further to 41, your thinking still is, can we cut this in half or maybe a little more on the next play to give us a shot at the first down?
3rd and 20 from the 43. 7:35 left in the half. Berwick 14, Hazleton area 7. 2 receivers to the top of your screen. Wilk and Casadas will tangle at the bottom of your screen. Lonzinski looking, throws, intercepted. Casadas. Casadas breaks a couple of tackles. He's into Berwick territory, and Boone will finally trip him up at the 38 of Berwick. But a big turnover, the first of the night. Matthew Casadas with the interception.
Here you see Lonzinski makes the throw over through the receiver. Casadas comes up with the interception. Big return, 7:23 left in the second quarter.
Jim Burns unofficially, I got a return of 34 yards. How about I got a thumbs up? How about it, Coach?
Wow. That's very
I've learned something from him after all these years.
That's very good.
So 1st and 10 Cougars, down 7, ball at the Berwick 38. Shamani out wide to the bottom of your screen, Casadas in the slot. They're going to give it to Bookman, and Bookman will get about a yard to make it 2nd and 9 as a host of blue jerseys converged upon him.
I told you before, I talked to Coach DeFrancesco yesterday and talked about flying around, and there you saw a good example, Marty. 7 or 8 Bulldogs in on the tackle.
2nd and 9 from the Bulldog 37. Again, Shamani and Casadas to the bottom of your screen. Bad snap again. Wolf slings it out for Bookman. Bookman eludes one tackle. And Bookman will be brought down inside the 30 to the 35, excuse me, to about the 31, leaving the Cougars with a third and about 3.
Tristan English.
Bruce Hartman with the good open field tackle. Goes 3rd and 3, and I'm sure, again, Coach Bookman thinking about 4 downs here to make the first.
Shamani and Casadas now go to the top of your screen on 3rd and 3. Wolf looks that way to Casadas. They got the first out of more. Casadas down the sideline to the end zone for 2 Italian guys. Pizzeria. Cougar touchdown.
I'll tell you what, Marty. Once we see this replay, look at the wide receiver to that side. He makes a great, Shamani makes right here, that block on the corner. So I think that Casadas probably should give Shamani maybe a couple points off that TD. Great block.
Russo on for the point after. Kick is good. 5:51 left in the opening half. This game is tied at 14.
Hey guys, Ray Merrill from Blaze Alexander Greater Hazleton Used Car Superstore. That's right. We've got a huge selection. We have over 2,000 used cars on the web, and we have over 200 on site here in Hazleton. Whether you're looking for a pre-owned Denali truck, a Chevy Silverado, a Corvette, a BMW, we have a huge selection here at Blaze Alexander. If you're looking for a good pre-owned car, we're getting them in by the truckloads. So if you're in the market and you want a choice, come to Blaze Alexander Greater Hazleton and see where we have the cars and take the deals the other guys won't.
Tri-County has been keeping your office up to speed since 1969. Everything your office needs: office supplies, personal and custom business forms, business cards, office furniture, new and used office equipment, copy, print, and scan solutions with wide format capabilities. Leasing is also available, free off-street parking, and free local delivery. Tri-County Business Machines, 117 East Broad Street in Hazleton, 570-459-0754. Family owned and operated since 1969.
Matthew Casadas, responsible in part for the Cougars tying this game, set it up with his interception, then the touchdown set up by a great block by Shamani, all tied at 14.
We talked about when Berwick was running the ball, you want great, just doesn't have to be a crushing block. It just needs to be an occupation block. By that I mean you occupy the man without holding.
Russo's Barbush automotive kickoff sends Bankus down to the 1. Bankus straight up the middle, and he is going to be tackled in open field. What a great tackle by Brady Mazenko, a sophomore for Hazleton area.
I'll tell you what, if Brady Mazenko hadn't been there, it might have been 6 for the Bulldogs. Here you see it. There's the tackle. Mazenko with a nice move.
Still to this point, credit Bankus with a 30-yard return.
Great return, good field position, 5:46 left. Second quarter in a game that I think there's more offense than we thought there would be. Casadas, 30-yard touchdown from Wolf. Great block by Shamani.
And this is Mason. The white jerseys surround him, but not before a gain of 3. Russo had the point after for Hazleton area.
Russo with the kick, 3 plays, 37 yards. We had Wolf 2 for 2, 37 yards. Casadas, 34-yard interception for the Cougars that set up the touchdown.
Coming up at the half, Jim Burns will give us halftime stats, and we'll have some halftime entertainment. So we invite you to stay tuned for that coming up at the half. 2nd and 7, and it's Mason again to the right side, and he's dropped by Corchado. Nice tackle limiting him to 2 yards.
Well, I'll tell you what, Corchado did an excellent job. He saw the end man block down. Watch Corchado here. He steps in right now to make that block. I think Mason had success cutting it back. That time he wanted to cut it back, but Corchado was right there.
So it leaves the Bulldogs 3rd and 5 from their 36. They have 2 timeouts remaining and under 4.5 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Lonzinski slings it out to Mason. He bobbled it and incomplete. They ruled a forward pass incomplete, as it almost seemed like Mason was trying to go before he had it.
Exactly. Wanted to get down the field, pick up the first down. Ball was just a little bit behind him, couldn't focus on it.
So Knorr goes back for a BLB Auto Sales punt. Bookman, Shamani back deep for the Cougars. They're going to get the ball back with a little over 4 minutes left in the half and all 3 timeouts.
Punt for Berwick.
End over end kick, that's going to take a bounce. And the Cougars get away from it as Berwick will down it at the 28-yard line of Hazleton area. We want to remind you, coming up Wednesday at 7 o'clock here on WYLN, it's Sports Talk, your weekly source for Hazleton area high school football. Join Cougar head coach Dennis Bookman as he'll talk about tonight's Berwick game, a look ahead to next Friday's home matchup with Pittston area, and a special guest from the Cougar football program. That's all on Sports Talk, your weekly source for Hazleton area high school football. It's brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network Hazleton, your orthopedic and sports medicine partner, starting Wednesday at 7 with Coach Bookman here on WYLN. On first down, they're going to run a reverse to Casadas. He's got room if he can get to the outside. Cuts it back. Casadas finally brought down across the 45. Sheptalk, among others, brought him down, but not before a Sacco chiropractic. Cougar first down.
Oh, Sheptalk got over. Casadas showing great speed. Gets to the corner, outruns a defender, turns it up the field. We know Casadas has speed. We saw him last year several times.
So fast he lost the number from last year. He used to be 13.
I like that.
First and 10 from the Cougar 47. Clock under 3.5 minutes remaining. This is Bookman. Bookman trying to get to the middle, and a host of blue jerseys, just about every blue jersey, on top of Bookman to bring him down after a short gain of about a yard.
Tackle to tackle, the Bulldogs have been very good. Once they give up some room on the outside, they've given up some yardage. You have to compensate for the speed that Casadas has, especially on the corner.
Clock goes under 3 minutes remaining in the half. Game tied at 14. Cougars all 3 timeouts remaining. 2nd and 9 from their own 48. This time the Cougars will go empty backfield. Wolf by himself. They got Shamani at the top of your screen one-on-one. Tip pass by Kishbaugh as they were looking for Bookman. Incomplete.
They were going to try to hit Bookman and have the rest of the receivers block for them. See if they could get him up the field right here. Very athletic play by Kishbaugh. Almost picked it off, and I think we saw him do that last week.
Timeout on the field.
Cougars take their first timeout, game tied at 14.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Renai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
2 Italian Guys Pizzeria, 3 West Diamond Avenue in Hazleton has all your favorites, from pizza, hoagies, salads, entrees, wings, and sides. Always made with the freshest ingredients. Call them at 570-459-2783.
First Keystone Community Bank is here for you. You can bank online anywhere with our mobile app, pay bills, and make remote deposits. Personal banking safely done. We are here for you with 18 convenient locations. We are First Keystone Community Bank.
We are back here at Crispin Field. Wolf being pressured, and he's going to take a big loss all the way back inside the 30.
Great job by the Berwick defense staying after Wolf for the sack. Now the Bulldogs have an opportunity.
Berwick takes a timeout, 2:13 left in the half. And we'll keep it here. So Berwick looking to get the ball back with about 2 minutes remaining in the half. They'll have one timeout remaining.
Well, there's a couple things here, Marty. Number one, if you put the rush on here, commit a roughing penalty, they're still going to have 12, 13 yards for the first down. So you may want to go after the ball. Secondly, you have to be careful for a trick play, so tell your defense to know who the eligible receivers are.
Russo trots on the field for a BLB Auto Sales punt with 2:13 left in the half. Boone and Wilk go back deep for the Bulldogs. And Russo gets it away as he tries to angle it. Takes a Cougar roll. And they'll be down at the Berwick 41 with 2:03 left in the half. And as we mentioned, Bulldogs, one timeout remaining.
They got one timeout, Marty. Ball's on the 40, 41-yard line, and 2:03 on the clock.
Want to thank the Third Base Luncheonette for supplying our crew meal tonight, as they have all season long here on WYLN. Third Base Luncheonette located just off of 9th Street in Hazleton. Many thanks to the Third Base Luncheonette. And 2:03 left in the half, game tied at 14 on the Blaze Alexander dealership Hazleton scoreboard. Lonzinski slings it out to Boone. Boone is going to be hit by Maston, and then Beltre finishes it off for a gain of 3 for Boone. And the more important thing for Hazleton area defensively, that clock continues to run.
Boone turned it inside, picked up a couple before that Hazleton defense got there.
Lonzinski's pass low to Noren behind him, incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd down and 7. Good thing for the Bulldogs, clock stops with 1:27 remaining in the half.
Forces a 3rd down. I talked to you before, Marty, about 3rd and 7 or 8 and more. Tough situation for the offense. They've been rushing the ball well, the Bulldogs have. Let's see if play action's in the cards.
Quick pass to Wilk. Gets outside of Casadas, but gets enough for a Sacco Chiropractic first down to the Cougar 47.
So the other thing you do is you take your players that are athletes, and there you see Dre Wilk. Last year it was Tegan Wilk. Dre Wilk picks up the first down.
Clock restarts, 1:10 and counting left in the half. This is Mason trying to bounce it to the outside. Coming up and making a great tackle for Hazleton area. I believe that was Maston again. Mitchell Maston, a senior for Hazleton area from his linebacker position.
Great tackle by Maston.
To bring up a second.
No blocking on the outside. Mason's forced to go sideline to sideline, which means he's not picking up any yardage.
2nd and 11 from the Cougar 48. Lonzinski slings it out to Knorr. Knorr breaks a couple of tackles. And finally, a host of white jerseys will bring him down. It's going to depend on the spot. Looks like on the near side, they're going to give him enough for a Sacco Chiropractic first down, stopping the clock at 26 and a half seconds remaining.
You either go to a spike here or a quick sideline because you don't have any time, and we get the spike.
And Joe, you know this sport better than me, but I would think if you're going to spike it, wouldn't you want to get under center, save some time instead of getting that shotgun snap?
Seconds remaining in the second quarter.
First down, the ball snapped before. The ball snapped on the referee's thing. So you are correct, Marty. So we're talking about a second or maybe 1.5, but it could be crucial. That's a very good point.
21.7 seconds remains on the clock here at Crispin Field. 2nd and 10 Bulldogs from the Cougar 37. Lonzinski looks, pumps, throws, caught by Kishbaugh, and he'll be forced out of bounds by Casadas inside the 30 to the 28 for a gain of 9.
I'll tell you who did a great job there, that Berwick offensive line. Watch the blocking up front, plenty of time, over 5 seconds. Finally found Kishbaugh. Now you're going to have a couple shots to the sideline, but you got to think about end zone. You might have 2 plays here.
Bulldogs do have a timeout remaining. Lonzinski on 3rd and 1 throws, and it's caught and inbounds, and then getting out of bounds as well for the Sacco Chiropractic first down to the 19.
Dre Wilk again.
Dre Wilk, he steps out of bounds, stopping the clock.
A junior.
1st and 10.
Very good hands. A nice throw by Lonzinski, as you saw there. Now we got 11-1.
Bulldogs in the Grand Central red zone. Lonzinski looking right, being pressured, eludes the tackler, and almost intercepted. Matthews came up as he was looking for Boone, and Matthews almost picked it off.
I think what you need to do here, obviously, Marty, is get to the end zone. However you want, as they're going to try a field goal. Hinkle has shown to have a pretty good leg.
2nd and 10 from the 19.
I think.
And Coach Bookman is going to take his 2nd timeout to ice the kicker. We'll keep it here. Watching Hinkle in pregame warm-up, this was about the extent of his range, 30 to 35 yards.
He has a pretty good leg. He, you have to make sure your snap, before on the sideline you say snap, hold, kick. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And it has to be accurate.
.1 seconds remaining in the opening half. Very exciting opening half, Joe. Game tied at 14. Berwick looking to get their 3rd lead of the night. And it looks like they're going to mark the ball at the 27. So this is going to be a 37-yard attempt for Brendan Hinkle, the senior.
Brendan Hinkle.
And again, Coach Bookman will take his last timeout to ice the kicker.
And the Cougars call another timeout.
And that's a good timeout, Marty. You can't use it in the second half. They don't roll over. It's not like an IRA. Wow.
That was. How long you been sitting on that one, Coach?
A while.
Coach,
but it is good. You never should leave I mean, really, unless you're up by 40 and you haven't used the timeout and there's 20 seconds. People say you shouldn't leave a timeout on the field. So
apparently you've impressed the whole production truck, Coach.
Pardon?
You've impressed the whole production truck.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, then this may be the highlight. I don't know where I'm going from here.
Boone's going to hold. It's going to be a 37-yard try for Hinkle for the lead to send the Bulldogs into the locker room. Hold is down. It looked like there was a delay by Hinkle. I'm not sure if it was blocked. Kick is no good. Clock has hit zeros. With the score, Berwick 14, Hazleton area 14. Here at the half. And Mike Sosar, our sideline reporter, looking to get, looks like he's trying to get a cameraman from the sideline to come over and get this halftime interview. And he's going to be talking with Coach DiFrancesco.
All right, Coach DiFrancesco. About what the defense hold Hazleton. Third.
Jeez.
Two scores in time. The job.
We apologize for the issues with Mike's microphone. We'll try to get that rectified for the second half. But an exciting opening half has come to a conclusion with the score, Hazleton area 14, Berwick 14. We're going to take a break. Up next, the Hazleton Area High School Marching Cougars. You're watching the Lehigh Valley Hazleton, your orthopedic and sports medicine partner, Game of the Week, here on WYLN.
Your health has never been more important. That's why Lehigh Valley Health Network is making it easier than ever to take control with MyLVHN, your digital health partner. MyLVHN allows you to schedule appointments right from the palm of your hand, message your doctor questions, and even see an LVHN provider from the comfort of your home through video visits. With MyLVHN, you have on-demand access to your health anytime, anywhere. To learn more or to sign up, visit lvhn.org/mylvhn.
2020, it was certainly challenging, but now there's light at the end of the tunnel, and that light is certainly bright. Enjoy our world-renowned water parks, classic resorts, breathtaking views, fabulous food. 2021 has arrived. We are back better than ever. Let's enjoy it. Find your enjoyment waiting at PoconoMountains.com.
We welcome you back to Crispin Field for the Lehigh Valley Health Network Hazleton, your orthopedic and sports medicine partner. Game of the week. Hazleton area on 2. Tyler Wolf touchdown passes 14. Berwick on 2. Aiden Mason touchdown runs. They have 14. And we are here at the half, all tied up between the Cougars and the Bulldogs in this big rivalry matchup between Hazleton area and Berwick. Currently setting themselves up on the field are the Hazleton area Marching Cougars. We're moments away from their halftime performance. Thanks for joining us tonight here on WYLN. I'm Marty Burns, joined by the coach Joe DeMelfi, Mike Sosar on the sidelines, Jim Burns on the stats. And after we hear from the Cougar Marching Band, we'll take a break. We'll get a look at Jim Burns' halftime stats coming up in a few moments. Just finalizing and making sure that the Cougar Band is ready. Waiting for that signal down to field level.
Marty, I believe on the extra point or the field goal attempt, the holder had a little trouble getting the ball in.
And that seemed to delay Hinkle as he did like a double clutch and went to the football a little late. Looks like we're just about set. Let's head down field level. It's time for the Hazleton area Marching Cougars.
Is proud to present Hazleton area Marching Cougars.
That has been the Hazleton area Marching Cougars with their halftime performance. The score at the half, the visiting Cougars 14, the Berwick Bulldogs 14. Halftime stats and highlights coming up next. You're watching the Lehigh Valley Health Network Hazleton, your orthopedic and sports medicine partner game of the week here on WYLN.
Your health has never been more important. That's why Lehigh Valley Health Network is making it easier than ever to take control with MyLVHN, your digital health partner. MyLVHN allows you to schedule appointments right from the palm of your hand, message your doctor questions, and even see an LVHN provider from the comfort of your home through video visits. With MyLVHN, you have on-demand access to your health anytime, anywhere. To learn more or to sign up, visit lvhn.org/mylvhn.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600. Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years.
Sacco Chiropractic, East Broad Street in Hazleton has the health care you've been waiting for. Whether it's a chronic issue or something new, Sacco Chiropractic has the most up-to-date techniques and therapies to help with any ailment. From his days of playing football with the Cougars and then in college, Dr. Scott Sacco has an elite understanding of sports injuries and how to correct them. Whether you are an athlete, a weekend warrior, or a grandmother, we can help with multiple issues. Call today to see why relief is super, man. 570-497-4150.
Imagine how inconvenient your life would be without power. No lights, no refrigeration, no heating or cooling, no electronics. But with a Generac home standby generator, you will have power when you need it most. Generac generators automatically provide backup power after sensing a power outage, so your life goes on uninterrupted.
The Wire Guys, 1338 North Church Street, Hazel Township, 570-459-3345, and visit us at homewireguys.com.
The half, Cougars, Dogs tied at 14, and we were moments away from getting a look at Jim Burns' halftime stats.
Marty, we talked about the offense at the beginning of the game, and both of them have really done a nice job here. We're in a 14-14 tie.
Getting a look at the Lehigh Valley Health Network Hazleton halftime stats compiled by Jim Burns. Cougars 4 first downs to 11 for Berwick. 67 rush yards for the Cougars, 85 for Berwick. 52 passing yards to 151 for Berwick. Berwick has outgained the Cougars 236 to 119. Penalties, 1 for 5 for Hazleton area, 1 for 17 for Berwick. Biggest stat on the board, Joe, is that one Berwick turnover that Casadas returned into Berwick territory that set up the tying score. Other than that, it's been a Berwick opening half.
Berwick has played well, Marty. Little bit of an overthrow on the interception that set up the Cougar touchdown, but overall, Berwick has played fairly well, as have the Cougars. The Cougars have done a great job. They've found a few plays that have hurt them. They've made some adjustments and stopped those plays, so it should be an interesting second half.
Thank Jim Burns for compiling our halftime stats. We are about set for getting a look at first half highlights. We'll start with the Bulldogs, who controlled the football for most of that first quarter, and a lot of it was because of number 16, Aiden Mason. Here he takes it into Cougar territory before he's pushed out of bounds. On that drive, he had 5 carries, 34 yards. Lonzinski, the big pass play down to the Cougar 1 to Knorr. After a loss, Mason will go from 4 yards out. 7-0 Berwick. But the Cougars answer quickly. In a minute 16 seconds, first of a 3-play drive, Ryan Mattias would go 59 yards. And if not for Kishbaugh tracking him down, it would have been a Cougar touchdown. 2 plays later, Wolf faked the toss, steps up, and finds Mattias across the middle. He dives to the end zone. Point after by Russo. Good. Game tied at 7. But after a Wilk 41-yard kickoff return, this pass of 54 yards from Lonzinski to Kishbaugh would set up a 2-play, 57-yard, 29-second scoring drive that would be capped again by number 16, Aiden Mason, who would not be denied the end zone from 3 yards out. Bulldogs back in front, 14-7. Then, as we saw in the halftime stats, the big turnover. Casadas the interception. He would return it 34 yards inside the Berwick 40 to set up a 3-play, 38-yard drive that'd be capped, and what a block here, as Coach mentioned, by Connor Shamani, taking out 2 Bulldogs. Casadas would go 31 yards The Russo kick tied the game at 14, and that's where we stand after you see this bobbled snap by Boone. Hinkle double clutched, may have been blocked. Game tied at 14 here at halftime. We're going to take a break. Third quarter action up next.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice, everyday low prices, plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
BLB Auto Sales, a division of Barbush Automotive. BLB has deals that can't be beat. They carry trucks, vans, SUVs, sedans, and sports cars, and all at the lowest prices. Barbush Automotive can handle all vehicle repairs since they do it all. Check out their specials: oil change and filter, just $19.95. Alignment, $49.95. Professional and good people. Call 570-454-7571.
2020, it was certainly challenging, but now there's light at the end of the tunnel, and that light is certainly bright. Enjoy our world-renowned water parks, classic resorts, breathtaking views, fabulous food. 2021 has arrived. We are back better than ever. Let's enjoy it. Find your enjoyment waiting at PoconoMountains.com.
Tri-County has been keeping your office up to speed since 1969. Everything your office needs: office supplies, personal and custom business forms, business cards, office furniture, new and used office equipment, copy, print, and scan solutions with wide format capabilities. Leasing is also available, free off-street parking, and free local delivery. Tri-County Business Machines, 117 East Broad Street in Hazleton, 570-459-0754. Family owned and operated since 1969. Two Italian Guys Pizzeria, 3 West Diamond Avenue in Hazleton has all your favorites, from pizza, hoagies, salads, entrees, wings, and sides. Always made with the freshest ingredients. Call them at 570-459-2783. Membership opportunities are now available at the Valley Country Club, 79 Country Club Lane in Sugarloaf. Clubhouse upgrades are in progress and will be ready for the spring. Call Frank Radis for details at 570-233-5328.
Both teams back on the field, stretching out, getting ready for third quarter action. Game tied at 14. I'm Marty Burns, joined by Joe DeMelfi, Mike Sosar on the sidelines, Jim Burns on the stats. And Jim Burns gives us some individual stats from that opening half. Ryan Mathias, 1 carry, 59 yards. Matthew Casadas, 1 for 18. Tyler Wolf passing, 5 of 6, 32 yards and 2 touchdowns. Casadas, 3 catches, 31 yards and a touchdown. Mathias, 1 for 15 and a touchdown. Aiden Mason for the Bulldogs, 12 carries, 52 yards, 2 touchdowns. Nor 5 carries, 25 yards. Lonzinski passing, 9 of 17, 151 yards and an interception. Kishbaugh, 3 catches, 73 yards. Nor 2 for 42. Berwick has had the ball for 15 minutes, 11 seconds. Hazleton area, 8:49. Berwick has run 37 plays to 17 for the Cougars. Third down conversions, Hazleton area 1 of 4, Berwick 4 of 7. And Hazleton area, the lone fourth down attempt, 0 for 1. We're just about set for the start of third quarter action. And Joey mentioned it before the national anthem. Tomorrow marks the 20th anniversary of 9/11, the terrorist attacks on Western Pennsylvania, the Pentagon, and New York City. And the thing that amazes me most is, you know, an event like that, you always remember it. And it seems like yesterday, but when you start to think about it, students in both of these school districts, if not all of them, a majority of them weren't even born.
Exactly right, Marty. Time goes that fast. And obviously, we want to make note of the 9/11 anniversary.
And as always, remember those first responders in your community, and even if you just give them a wave to thank them for their work that they do in helping us day in and day out. And help us to be here tonight on a beautiful Friday night in Berwick as Hinkle's on for the Barbush Automotive third quarter kickoff. It's going to go on one hop to Bookman at the 12. And Bookman gets stood up. What a play by James DeAndrea.
DeAndrea made that tackle high, but he wrapped his arms and brought Bookman down.
Buckman on the return. James DeAndrea, number 33, on a good tackle at the 20-yard line. Cougars, 1st and 10.
Great coverage by the Berwick kickoff coverage team.
That replay brought to you by S.J. Kowalski. Play action. Wolf with a man in his face going downfield for Shamani. Incomplete. Slabinski on the coverage as Wolf was looking for Shamani to go up and get it, but Slabinski was right there with him.
Pass downfield.
Slabinski, great coverage, and one of the things that if you're on offense you look for is pass interference, but Slabinski did a great job of knocking that ball away in coverage.
2nd and 10.
Ball marked just shy of the 22. We'll officially call it the 21. 2nd and 10. They're going to give it to Bookman. And again, a host of blue jerseys there in the middle. Meet him and bring him down for a short gain of 2.
Berwick played very good defense on the corner. That encouraged Bookman to take a path inside, and that backside of the Berwick defense, again, very quick to the ball.
As we await this 3rd and 8, we want to remind you at the end of tonight's game, Joe and I will select the Wire Guys player of the game. Wolf, quick drop, pass to Casadas. Beats Wilt to the outside, and Slabinski will push him out of bounds, but not before. Casadas, on a gain of 16, picks up a Sacco chiropractic. Cougar first down.
Pass completed to Matt Casadas.
Tell you what, Marty, if you have that speed, you need to take advantage of it.
Cougar first down.
Get Casadas the ball at least 10 to 15 times a game. He got it there. Just turned on the Jets once it turned outside. Picked up the first down.
Could you imagine ever being that fast, Coach?
No, I've never that. I didn't have to worry about a pulled hamstring.
A draw to Bookman down the sideline. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the Berwick 38, but not before he picks up another. Sacco chiropractic. Cougar first down.
Bookman doing a nice job. In fact, Bookman showing a little speed of his own. Bounced it outside. Here you're going to see it. Fake. A little bit of a draw. Looked like he was going to take it straight up the field. A couple of nice blocks on the corner. And Bookman picks up the first down. Ball at the 42 of the Bulldogs.
That was on that far sideline. Not sure how much of a nudge Wilt got, but looked like enough just to get him to step out of bounds. This is Matthias, and Blockus came in and dropped him for a loss of 1.
Big tackle by Blockus.
Carry by the fullback, number 10.
And we saw it on that play, and we saw it last week.
Loss of a yard.
Seems like when Blockus gets his hands on you, you can't get away.
Well, one of the things I've noticed about him, he's a sure tackler. He wraps his arms, especially inside.
3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Shamani, the lone receiver at the top. Wolf looks for Shamani. Complete. Shamani pulls his way inside the 35 to about the 32 for a gain of 7.
Pass is completed to Connor Shamani. Roll Slabinski on the tackle.
There you see the replay. Not bad coverage. Forces a third down and about 5.
Wolves pass in and out of the hands of Casadas. English may have helped that fact by knocking it out.
I'll tell you what, he did a great job. Tristan English, who we called a couple times last week, playing a great defense. And that time, just enough pressure on that receiver. And here you see it on the replay. Looked like a bobble, looked like Casadas was going to have a chance to bring it in, Marty, but English stepped in.
4th and 4 from the 32. Some confusion. Empty backfield. Casadas comes into the backfield with Wolf. They're going to sling it out to Casadas. Not a lot of room over there as he gets pushed out of bounds by Knorr. The Berwick defense holds again.
Great job by Knorr. I'm thinking they're going to try to go to the corner with the receiver running a stop route at about 6 or 7, but they tried the flare and Knorr played it extremely well.
OIP's, the original Italian pizza and family restaurant. 2010 West Front Street in Berwick. Call 570-752-6070 for your curbside pickup.
Bulldogs, Marty, 1st and 10.
This is going to be Mason trying to bounce it outside. And Shamani brings him down, but not before Mason gets a Berwick Sacco Chiropractic first down at the Cougar 49.
Great step by Mason right there. He looks like he wants to step inside. That's a great move by the running back. And then he has enough speed to get to the corner.
Gain of 17, 1st and 10 at the Cougar 49 from the white hash mark.
Knorr will get the football. Goes up the middle, and the white jerseys converge upon him quickly for a gain of 1.
Yeah, he wanted to take that sweep and turn it into a short sweep. He didn't pick up much yardage, maybe a yard.
Local buyers and sellers know that the right agent makes all the difference in the world. So call Susie Wiegand at Realty World, Massachindel, 570-854-0574. Second down and 9 from the 48. Mason up the middle. Mason pulling his way inside the 45. And they're going to officially mark him at about the 42 for a gain of about 6.
I'll tell you what, he ran that off the right side. And right between the guard and tackle,
3rd and 4.
Chase Shuckers, number 60, 5'11", 220, a freshman for the Bulldogs, helping to open that little bit of a gap along with the others on that right side.
Call it 3rd and 4 from the 43. Nora, direct snap. Wilk in motion. They're going to give him the football. But Hazleton reads it well and brings him down for no gain.
I tell you what, Dre Wilk was going to take it to the corner, saw the defender there, decided to turn it up. It's going to force a 4th down and about 5.
Credit Matthew Bookman coming up from his safety position that blew up that whole play.
Did a great job keeping good leverage also.
So Nora will go back for the BLB Auto Sales punt. And it's going to take a bounce and a nice roll for the Bulldogs and be down at the 1. Coach, that looked like one of your chips on the 18th green.
Great punt. And the defense had enough savvy to let the ball roll, but be in a position to not let it go in the end zone. There you see number 3.
That was Ethan Lear, a sophomore.
Lear, he was right there.
Great football awareness there by Lear on special teams. Want to remind you that next Friday night, the Lehigh Valley Health Network Hazleton, your orthopedic and sports medicine partner, takes us back to Mountaintop as the Comets of Crestwood host Western Wayne. We'll be on the air next Friday night at 7. Western Wayne at Crestwood, the WILN Game of the Week. Wolf pumps, looking for Shamani. Got him! Shamani will be hauled down at the 44. A gain of 43 yards.
That was over Slabinski. I'll tell you what, great throw by Wolf. Shamani ran it out and just turned up the field. He, along with Casitas, great speed. So huge play because it takes them out of the shadow of their own goal post.
Actually call it a gain of 44 to the 45. They're going to run that draw to Bookman. Did the ball come out? Berwick says they got it. No official word yet. Berwick says they have it. Do the officials agree with them? They do! Berwick football!
I don't know how much we can see it here as the ball is. Again, it's that little draw play. And I'll tell you what, who pulled 70, I saw with good penetration, left side of the line had good penetration. I think somebody grabbed Bookman's arm, and that started the ball.
So game remains tied at 14, 6:07 left in the third. Berwick gets their first turnover of the night, and they're in Cougar territory at the 46, 1st and 10.
That could have been Unger, Marty, number 70. Not quite sure.
It's going to be a toss to Mason. He bobbled it, and that allowed Abreu to come up, among others, to drop him for a loss of about 3.
Well, I'll tell you what, they had a lot of players in front blocking, but somebody forgot to block Abreu, number 54, who got there and made the stop for the Cougars. The fumble was a big break because it looked like Hazleton was in position to come out of the, as I said, their own shadow of their own goalpost and make something happen.
Call it 2nd and 12. Lonzinski pumps, looks for Taylor, threw it low and incomplete.
Left side screen pass intended for Taylor, incomplete. 3rd and 11 at the 47 of Hazleton.
Third down, Marty. Huge play for the Bulldogs. They have it at the 47-yard line of the Cougars. But I don't know that you could look at this and say it's 4-down territory. So see if they can convert here or make it a very 4th and short, 1 or 2.
Lonzinski being pressured by Beltray. The ball is loose, but Lonzinski got it back. What speed off the end by Jim Beltray, sacking Lonzinski on 3rd down.
Yeah, Beltray, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have to be able to have yours. You cannot have the bar at your chest if you're a quarterback at 5 seconds. Was looking way downfield, just never had an opportunity, but also wasn't very quick getting back there. Have to have that ball ready to go.
End over end kick on the BLB Auto Sales punt fielded by Bookman. He's across the 35, and he's pushed out of bounds near the 40. That's where the Cougars will take over 1st and 10 in a 14-all tie with 4:30 left here in the third. Joanne mentioned earlier the Lehigh Valley Health Network Hazleton Game of the Week. Your orthopedic and sports medicine partner is Lehigh Valley Health Network. Sends us back to Mountaintop next week as the Comets will play host to Western Wayne. We'll be on the air live next Friday night at 7. Western Wayne Crestwood, Lehigh Valley Health Network Hazleton Game of the Week. Week number 4 on WYLN.
Should be another good one, Marty. Western Wayne, as noted by Jim Burns, look like they're pretty decent.
Bookman lowered the shoulder, pushed a couple of defenders back. He'll get about 4 on the play, bring up 2nd down and 6.
Got wide field left with the speed that the Cougars have shown with their wide receivers. Have to be very careful out here. They force a one-on-one
and it looks like they're going to leave Boone on an island with Casadas here at the bottom of your screen. Wolf's looking that way. He's looking for Casadas! And Boone there on the coverage, and he'll be called for pass interference.
Yeah, he's going to be called because he was facing the receiver with his hands up, really didn't know where the ball was. But I'll tell you what, he's isolated. What you have to have in that case is a safety maybe up.
15-yard penalty marked off against Berwick and another flag on the field.
So we got the pass interference, says Chuck Hannon. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike against the defense. Big penalties that'll result in a Sacco Chiropractic Cougar first down.
Not sure about I know about the pass interference, not sure about
I mean, obviously,
the unsportsmanlike.
We take the assumption that something was said.
Obviously, there was no one around to see a collision of any type, so.
Not sure if it was on the field or on the Bulldogs sideline. Either way, puts the ball all the way at the Berwick 28. 1st and 10 Cougars.
Yeah, you can't be happy with that. I mean, obviously, 2 huge penalties on the same play.
4 receivers set to the bottom of your screen. Wolf is going to run a draw straight up the middle, and he'll be brought down. I believe that was Slabinski that made the tackle. If not, Wolf could have went to the end zone, but he does pick up a Sacco Chiropractic first down.
Berwick, the Bulldogs have been up the field on the rush, and that time Wolf did a great job on the draw to find room and pick up the first down. We have a cramping situation on the field.
And I was wondering if we were going to see this tonight, Joe. Cooler night tonight, but we did have some humidity in the air the last couple days.
And then both teams have been playing hard. They've been flying to the ball. I mean, obviously, the humidity will take something out of you as you go through a ball game.
Should mention, got an update from one of the teams we'll see next week. Crestwood trailing Tunkhannock 23-0 in third quarter action. While we have this moment, we'd like to remind Hazleton area fans to join us Wednesday starting at 7 for Sports Talk, your weekly source for Hazleton area high school football. Join head coach Dennis Bookman as he'll go over tonight's Berwick game. Look ahead to their home contest next Friday night against Pittston area, and a special guest from the Cougar football program. So it's Sports Talk, your weekly source for Hazleton area high school football, starting Wednesday at 7 here on WYLN with Hazleton area head coach Dennis Bookman. And you talked about him earlier, Joe. Bruce Hartman is the injured Bulldog who we saw cramp up, and it looks like as he came up, may have cramped up again. We want to thank Atlantic Broadband for helping us out in being live in your homes on this Friday night from Crispin Field in Berwick. Many thanks to Atlantic Broadband.
Going out to check on Hartman as we have 3:35 left. Third quarter, game tied. The Cougars threatening. Hartman makes his way to the sideline.
Hartman being helped to the sideline. Probably going to stretch him out and get him some fluids. Here comes the one water boy, a full load of Gatorade bottles for him. So after the Wolf rush, Cougars inside the 20 of the Grand Central red zone, 1st and 10. Wolf to the end zone, and he overthrew everybody. If he didn't get Christian Price, he wasn't getting anybody.
Good coverage there by Dre Wilk. As Price was right on the end line of the end zone. You're going to take a look at here. Offensive line doing a nice job as Wolf makes that throw, but there you see 2nd down for the Cougars.
Inside the Grand Central red zone, 2nd and 10 from the Bulldogs 17. Cougars looking for their first lead of the night. And remember Luke Russo, there's no guarantee that the Cougars go for it on 4th, or maybe they might try a field goal.
Russo's been a very good kicker for them over the last several years, so.
It's going to be a toss to Casadas. Cuts it back. Casadas now into the middle. And he is going to be brought down near the 10. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 4.
You know, on defense, you keep pushing that to the sideline, but it gives Casadas an opportunity to look at the field, and then he wasn't going fast enough, so he makes a great cut inside and picks up about 6 or 7 yards.
Looks like they'll mark it at the Berwick 11. 3rd down and 4. The Cougars have to get to the 7 for a first. Shamani goes to the top of your screen, one-on-one coverage. 3 receivers to the bottom. Wolf looking for Shamani, complete. Slabinski knocks him back, but forward progress will give Shamani and the Cougars a Sacco Chiropractic 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, Marty, Slabinski did a great job on the tackle, but you have to know where that 1st down marker is. Just gave up a little bit too much room there, so the Cougars have, you can't fault his effort though. He did a great job getting to the ball, but Shamani knew where the marker was, and he was just on the other side of that.
1st and goal from the 6. Shamani again to the top of your screen. Wolf will go left to Bookman, incomplete. I think Kishbaugh again got into his line of sight, and that caused the incompletion.
I tell you what, if I'm the opposing coach, I'm not too excited about throwing the ball at him. He's pulled off some great plays. To give the defense credit, there were several players right there, defensive players, but there had to be because there were trips out there. Now there are 4.
With Shamani at the top of your screen, one-on-one. Wolf is going to run the draw again. Wolf to the end zone. He's in for a 2 Italian guys. Pizzeria. Cougar touchdown.
Great draw by Wolf. Spread out the defense with 4 receivers left. He had 1 right, ran it to the right side, got a great block by the right side tackle of the Cougars, and Wolf takes it in.
Cougars their first lead of the night and of the season. Russo to make it 7. Kick is up. Good. 1:54 left in the third. As I mentioned, Cougars lead it 21-14.
Hey guys, this is Ray Merrill from Blaze Alexander Mazda, Greater Hazleton. Come check this out. It's the season of discovery. 2021 Mazda CX-30s got them. 2021 Mazda CX-5s got them too. 2021 Mazda CX-9 got them. 2021 Mazda CX-30 for 0.9% for 63 months. 2021 Mazda CX-5 0.9% financing for 63 months. Blaze Alexander Mazda Greater Hazleton has inventory. Check them out at blazemazdahazelton.com.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Cougars get their first lead of the night on the legs of Tyler Wolf.
Marty Wolf, 6-yard touchdown run right side. Russo, good for the kicks. 7 plays, 62 yards. 2 big penalties on the same play.
Russo's Barbush Automotive kickoff is a squibbing kick. Still loose, and English will finally jump on it at about the 28 of Berwick.
Marty Wolf was 17 rushes, 17 yards rushing in that drive as the Bulldogs take over at the 27, their own.
Minute 54 left in the third. Hazleton area 21, Berwick 14. You're watching the Lehigh Valley Health Network Hazleton, your orthopedic and sports medicine partner game of the week. Lonzinski under center will hand it off to Mason. He bounced off one, and he was met by Shamani, but not before he picked up 11 and a Sacco chiropractic. Berwick first down.
Tight wing to the right side. Mason running right at that, gets the kick out block from the fullback and does an excellent job of picking up first down yardage.
That replay brought to you by S.J. Kowalski. Again, Lonzinski under center. Fullback look from the Bulldogs. And again, it's Mason. And again, Mason will get at least 10. And a Sacco chiropractic Bulldog first down.
If you think you saw that play before, you did previously, as Berwick picks up 9 yards on that play.
I apologize. It looked like the official on this side was going to give them 10. They decided on 9, so I'm sure Sacco Chiropractic didn't mind.
I'm sure they didn't.
And again, Lonzinski under center. Wilt to the top of your screen on an island with Casadas. And there was movement up front on the Cougar line, but I don't think they crossed the neutral zone. We may get this against the offense.
It is. Berwick, the tight wing, took the step. Tristan English is in that fullback. He's been doing a very good job on this drive, helping to move the football, as Lozinski.
2nd and 6 from the 43.
Lozinski goes back to the huddle. Face now with the 2nd and 6.
Ball marked at the Bulldog 43. Again, Lonzinski under center. And again, it's Mason trying to bounce it outside. He's got a first down and more before Miner brings him down, but not before the Sacco chiropractic. Bulldog first down.
What happens if everybody caves inside, then Mason is really one-on-one with the cornerback or the defensive end or the linebacker as we go to the end of the third quarter.
I don't think the Bulldogs have to run another play, and I think they're going to bring the offense to the sideline. As the clock goes to zeros, Hazleton area 21, Berwick 14.
Third quarter comes to a
Fourth
close.
quarter
The Cougars
action
take the
up
lead.
next.
There's no better place to shoot than Whitetail Preserve. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 for more information.
We welcome you back to the Lehigh Valley Health Network Hazleton, your orthopedic and sports medicine partner. Game of the week, heading to the fourth. Hazleton area with a 7-point advantage, but Berwick trying to answer on the legs of Aiden Mason. 18 carries, 103 yards, and 2 touchdowns through 3.
He's done a great job over the last 6 quarters. He has done a great job. We really didn't see much of him in the first half last week, but we've seen a lot of him over the last 6 quarters.
And we'll see him again here. Trying to get to the outside. He's got a first down and more before he goes out of bounds at the 34 for another Sacco chiropractic first down.
Aiden Mason is right here with the step, sneaky, quick to the corner. Looked like they had enough people, but nobody had outside leverage, and Aiden Mason is able to get it up the field.
Give him 13 on that carry, up to 116 yards on 19 carries. 1st and 10. Ball marked at the Cougar 34. Kishbon motion to the top of your screen. Mason up the middle. They'll be pushed back. It's like they'll give him about 3 on first down, making it 2nd and 7.
Fourth quarter, Marty. 11:33 and counting. Bulldogs with 2nd and 7. Aiden Mason with help from Tristan English, who's been the fullback in a lot of this. And the offensive line, who's done a nice job. They have picked up very impressive ground yardage.
Mason, this time to the left, bouncing off tackles, and then he was hit and knocked backwards by Sachs.
Picked up maybe a couple. Here you see Mason. Ball got away from him there a little bit, but he was able to keep possession. Didn't pick up a lot of yardage. Cougars starting to jump on that off tackle play.
At the end of tonight's game, Joe and I will select the Wire Guys player of the game. Knorr is now the tailback. He'll get the football, and he'll be tripped up by Matthew Bookman after a short gain.
You know, I think Knorr was supposed to go to the corner, turned it back inside, picked up maybe a yard. Here you're going to see block on the corner. There you see Knorr. English again, a great block. But Knorr turned it inside.
Mason returns to the lineup for 4th and 2 from the 31. Clock under 10 minutes remaining. Bulldogs down 7. Wilk and Casadas match up at the top of your screen on 4th and 2. It's going to be Mason. The Cougars white shirts Converge to hold on downs.
Tried to go to the left side, nothing there. Really a lot to ask for both Mason and an offensive line because there are 9 or 10 people at the line of scrimmage. I'll tell you why, you come out in a situation like that with a couple tight ends, couple wide receivers, just shoot your tight ends up the field, your wide receiver up the field, fake to your remaining back and pop it. It doesn't take a lot of time, 3 steps by the quarterback, but you can't ask your offensive line and your running back, who's had a heck of a night, to try to bang into 9 people and pick up some yardage.
Play action, Wolf gets it out to Casadas. And they'll push the pile for a gain of 9 to the 35.
Now it's up to the Cougars and their offensive line to keep the ball moving. And also keep possession. Here you see Wolf with short pass. That short pass of about 5 yards turns into almost a 9-yard gain. We're looking at a 2nd and 8. The other thing here, you got to start thinking about using the clock so that when the Bulldogs do go on to offense, they don't have a lot of time.
This is Bookman straight up the middle, and he appears to have enough for a Sacco chiropractic first down.
Defense needs to start concentrating on ripping that ball out of there, Marty. Look at the replay. There's Bookman. They need to go after the ball. They need to cause the turnover.
You need new sneaks, so shop small. Harry's Sporting Goods, serving the local community's sporting good needs since 1891 from 112 West Front Street in Berwick. Give them a call, 570-752-5212. Harry's Sporting Goods, West Front Street in Berwick. Bookman across the 40, and Bookman runs hard to about the 45 for a gain of about 7.
Taylor right there after the gain.
To the 45, 2nd and 3.
Offensive line doing a nice job there. Berwick had a linebacker coming up the field very quickly. Bookman picks up good yardage. Looking at a 2nd down. Looking at the clock at 7:27 and running. Both teams with 3 timeouts.
Shamani, Casadas, Bookman come to the bottom of your screen. Now Casadas will go in motion and join Wolf in the backfield. They're going to run the option. And reading it is Knorr. Will stop Wolf for a gain of about a yard.
Benny Knorr with a great play on that option. Wolf came to the right side and Knorr with a great hit. Right at the line of scrimmage, so we're going to have a 3rd and about 2. There you see the hit by Knorr.
Coming up at the end of tonight's game, Joe and I will select the Wire Guys player of the game. Third down and 2 from the Cougar 46.
Almost halfway through the 4th quarter.
Pitch to Casadas, trying to get to the outside. It'll depend on the spot. They're going to say no gain as he went out at the 46. It'll make it 4th and 2.
Had a little bit of grabbing going on there, I think, at the... Here you see good pursuit by the Berwick defense. So we're looking at 4th and 2.
And Coach Bookman thought about it. Now looks like he's sending out the punt team.
One thing he could have done is let the clock run down so that the Bulldogs have less time, unless they're going to fake it. But if they let the clock run down...
And how about the long snapper, Joe, is Connor Shamani for this BLB Auto Sales punt. Russo gets off the end-over-end kick. Wilk lets it go on one bounce. He picked it up at the 11. And Wilk will be corralled after a return of about 10.
I'll tell you what, Wilk looked like he had nowhere to go and picks up yardage on that punt return. We have a Bulldog down. Looks like a cramping situation again.
And it's Tristan English this time who is down, getting stretched out.
Tristan English has played a lot and very well for the Bulldogs, not only at linebacker, but also at fullback. When he's in front of Mason, he's doing a great job of blocking.
The Lehigh Valley Health Network Hazleton, your orthopedic and sports medicine partner. Game of the week sends us back to Mountaintop next Friday night as the Crestwood Comets are back home to take on Western Wayne. We'll be on the air live next Friday night at 7 from Mountaintop. Wildcats and Cougars. Lehigh Valley Health Network Hazleton, your orthopedic and sports medicine partner. Game of the week, week number 4, next Friday night at 7. And speaking of 7 o'clock, starting Wednesday at 7 here on WYLN, it's Sports Talk, your weekly source for Hazleton area high school football. Join head coach Dennis Bookman as he'll go over tonight's Berwick game, a look ahead to their home matchup with the Patriots of Pittston area, and a special guest from the Cougar football program. That's starting Wednesday at 7, Sports Talk with Hazleton area head coach Dennis Bookman. English limps off to the sideline.
I'll tell you what, Marty, now this is where you have to have your offense gain some yards on downs 1 and 2. Can't be forced to look at a 3rd and 7, 8, 9. Although Berwick did a nice job converting 3rd down in the first half.
They're going to give it to Mason, and he is hit and dropped by Mitchell Maston.
Maston has made some big hits tonight for the Cougars.
Loss of about 2 by number 2. Makes it 2nd and 12 as the clock goes to 5:45 and counting left here in the 4th. Bulldogs down 7. Saw the replay there by S.J. Kowalski. And there you see the score and time remaining on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership Hazleton 4th quarter scoreboard.
Cougars now getting to the ball very quickly. What about screen? What about play action?
Lonzinski, straight drop, being pressured, throws and he overshot Wilk. Incomplete. Believe that was Abreu that had the pressure on Lonzinski.
Abreu was up the field. Again, Lonzinski on the drop back. A lot of steps. Made the throw, but got it in the air.
So it'll be 3rd and 12 with the clock stopped at 5:12 remaining.
Don't want to be repetitive, but 3rd and 12 is tough to convert. One thing you have to think about is if you have receivers, they need to be at least 11 or 12 yards down the field. I don't think the drop back can be more than 3 steps because of the pressure from the defensive front.
Lonzinski to pass, being pressured, he's sacked again by Beltray.
Now you can't do that, Marty. It's simple. It just takes too long. Let's watch it. 1, 2, 3, 4 long steps. He has the ball there, but he's not even close to ready to throw the ball. He's waiting for that receiver to make a break up the field. You need to give the receiver an opportunity to get to the 1st down marker, make the throw, and see if somebody can make a play.
Bookman and Shimani go back deep, awaiting the BLB auto sales punt from Knorr out of his own end zone. Remember last week, Crestwood got his safety when the snap went over his head. Much better here. Wobbly kick. Bookman calls for the fair catch at the Berwick 43. 4:24 remaining. Cougar football in Berwick territory, 1st and 10.
waited just a little bit too long, I think. Yeah, like I said, you have to get rid of the ball and give the receiver an opportunity to make a catch. Now the Berwick defense really needs to go after the football. 4:24 left, fourth quarter. Cougars in great shape, Marty.
The Forge Eatery, 11th and Mulberry Streets in Berwick, is offering food before, during, and after the game. Stop in and check out their new outdoor pavilion, the Forge Eatery, 11th and Mulberry Streets in Berwick. Wolf comes to the huddle. 1st and 10 Cougars at the Bulldog 43, leading 21-14 on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership Hazleton scoreboard. Bookman on 1st down, searching for a hole. The blue shirts close it up quickly after a gain of about 2.
Defensively, Berwick has really, I think, played fairly well again. That time, Bookman off the right side picks up a couple. No real urge for the Cougars.
After cramping up on the last play defensively, English back in at middle linebacker for Berwick.
Yeah, we saw Tristan English make some very nice plays tonight and do some great blocking. Wolf has done a nice job for the Cougars running that offense.
Bookman in motion out of the backfield. They're going to give it to Matthews. Matthews up the middle. Not as successful as the first time when he scored 59, Coach.
Exactly right. Kishbaugh had to run him down from behind, but he picked up huge yardage. 3rd down.
Clock continues to run. Probably the Cougars will be able to get this under 3 minutes, but now Berwick takes a timeout, down 7.
Your health has never been more important. That's why Lehigh Valley Health Network is making it easier than ever to take control with MyLVHN, your digital health partner. MyLVHN allows you to schedule appointments right from the palm of your hand, message your doctor questions, and even see an LVHN provider from the comfort of your home through video visits. With MyLVHN, you have on-demand access to your health anytime, anywhere. To learn more or to sign up, visit lvhn.org/mylvhn.
Hey guys, Ray Merrill from Blaze Alexander, Greater Hazleton, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep and Ram. Welcome to Jeep Adventure Days. Check out this lease, $399 a month for this brand new Jeep Grand Cherokee L that enjoy 3 rows of adventure. During Ram Power Days, you can get a Ram for $319 a month on a lease, or you can get 0% financing for 72 months. I feel like I'm on my boat. So if you find yourself in the market for a Ram or a Jeep, come on down to Blaze Alexander, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep and Ram and find out why we have the inventory and take the deals those other guys won't.
So Berwick uses their first timeout to stop the clock at 3:07 remaining, down 7. And a key 3rd down coming up for the Cougars from the Berwick 38. 3rd down and 5.
Trips left, split right. See what he could do with that.
Bookman pushing his way. It's going to depend on the spot.
Matthew Bookman on the...
Well, it's a 4th down territory anyhow, Marty, but I think he picked it up.
It's a Sacco chiropractic 1st down on the great effort by Bookman.
Bookman had a little bit of room. Again, they split the secondary once you get by the... him.
Clock continues to run under 2.5 minutes remaining. Cougars up 7. Wolf's gonna pass. It's caught. Casada is spinning his way in the middle, and he'll pick up a Sacco chiropractic 1st down to the Bulldog 20.
Coach Bookman has more guts than I do, Marty. There's no way I'm throwing that ball in there with 4 or 5 people around. Decent coverage. But Casadis again coming up with a big play. 4th down.
So with it 1st and 10 at the 20, the Cougars in the Grand Central red zone.
My best. Tony told me
Under 2 minutes remaining. Berwick 2 timeouts remaining. Wolf empty backfield. They're going to run the draw. And Wolf will gain a couple.
Brought down by Noor, but got to use another timeout here shortly, Marty.
And I think they're going to use it now, stopping the clock with 1:32 remaining. We'll keep it here. Berwick with 1 timeout remaining. Cougars ball at the 18, 2nd and 8. Second and 8 from the 18. Blitz, bad snap. Bookman gets on it, but valuable yardage lost by the Cougars. And Berwick will burn their last time out with 1:26 remaining. We'll keep it here. See where they mark it at the 30. It'll be 3rd and 20. Left for the Cougars.
Marty, let me tell you the times when I would want my quarterback under center. At the 2-yard line or the 1-yard line going in. Now I know the people that spread the field are not going to agree with me, which I don't really care about. Also, under a minute, you're up, it's a close score, you're going to run whatever play. I want my quarterback under the center.
So we'll see what Coach Bookman and his staff call here on 3rd and 20. Gonna give it to Casadis on a reverse. Wolf lead blocker. Casadis trying to stay in bounds. They're gonna say he did. So the clock will continue to run. 4th down and about 12 from the 22.
Berwick trying to force Casadis out of bounds. He had enough instinct to fight that, so we're under a minute.
And you almost wonder, will Coach Bookman let it go as far as it can and then take a timeout?
I know that's what I would do, but I've been out of the game for a while.
And there it is, 32.7 seconds. Coach Bookman will stop the clock. Cougars' first timeout, they'll be left with 2. They'll have a 4th and 12 from the Bulldog 22.
You know, there are a couple of things I think about in my football career. One is I don't know why people don't want to, even though they run that spread, shotgun, rifle, pistol, whatever. They don't want to put the quarterback under center when it's crucial. And the other part is in the Arena League once I heard there were 30 seconds left in the game. Our opponent was on our own 5. I heard, let him score so we can get the ball. I never heard that.
How about this, Joe? They're going to try a 39-yard field goal at Russo. Shamani to hold. Movement. The kick was drilled through with plenty of leg to spare.
We're going to see what the officials have not.
That field goal did not count. Chuck Hannon with the call.
Offsides by the Bulldogs.
So they're going to try it from 39. They're going to try it from 34.
And he has a great leg. We know that, Marty.
And what this does, if he can get this off and through, make it a 2-score game. Shamani to Hull. High snap. Kick is up. It is no good.
Pulled to the left, I think, just trying to put something on it. Berwick also had great penetration there. Looked like somebody might have had a chance to block that, but
the Hazleton area sideline felt that they might have ran into Russo.
I think they were looking for a roughing kicker. I don't know whether there was a blocker involved or whatever, but no call. Bulldogs will put it in play at the 20 with 28 seconds left and no timeouts.
So we'll see what the Bulldogs have here in the final 28.2 seconds. Down 7. You see the time and score on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership Hazleton scoreboard.
They're calling
Lonzinski rolls, pass is intercepted by Ryan Magnus, and the Cougars are 22.3 seconds away from win number 1.
Tried to hit the crossing man a little bit. Again, too long. Great job by Matthews on the interception. Cougars going to register their first victory of the season.
Your favorite formation, Coach?
Well, there was something to be said for that. I'll be disappointed if they don't do it with the quarterback under center.
And Joe, you got to hand it to this Hazleton area team. Down twice in this game.
Fought back.
Didn't have the ball much in that first quarter. Got some big plays from Ryan Matthews to tie it. And then maybe the biggest play of the night was that interception by Casatis that led to his touchdown reception. And you noted, great block by Shamani that got him free. Tied the game at 14 and seemed to stir things back in Hazleton area's way.
Yeah, at this point, they got the ball to some of their players that could make plays. They did that with help, the help being something like Shamani's block. So the Cougars have played well. Registered their first win here.
Wolf's not under center, Coach, but he'll take the knee.
I'm still disappointed.
Clock will run to 0. And Hazleton area will come on the road, get victory number 1 on the season. In a very good 21-14 victory over the Berwick Bulldogs.
Bulldogs will be...
They're heading to Sealands Grove next Friday. Hazleton area at home against Pittston area.
And we'll be at Western Wayne and Crestwood.
I think you've set the lineup for next week, Coach.
I didn't mean to steal your thunder.
Let's get our final score. The Hazleton Cougars 21, the Berwick Bulldogs 14.
Coach Bookman gathering up his team, sending them to the end zone toward our left. There's a lot of excitement and happy Cougars.
Anytime you can register a W, let me tell you, as a former head coach, got to feel good about it, about the W. You make your corrections the next day at film, but right now you have to let your team know you feel very good about that W.
Some stats from tonight's ball game. Lonzinski was 9 of 17 at halftime. Is that correct? He goes 0 for 3 in the second half, finishes 9 of 20 for 151 yards and 2 interceptions. And let's credit for Hazleton area Christopher Sachs, who stepped in at center for the injured Leo Kelly. Did a nice job with the rest of that offensive line. They seemed to get better as the game went along.
Most definitely did a great job in the second half.
Mason finished for Berwick 23 carries, 120 yards, 2 touchdowns. Shamani, 3 catches, 56 yards, but the biggest play he made, Joe, and I think it was the game-changing play, was the block that took out 2 Berwick defenders for Casadas to score that tying touchdown. Wolf, 12 of 16, 144 yards, 2 touchdowns. He also had a touchdown rushing, which was the go-ahead and what proved to be the winning touchdown in the game.
He had a great game, I'll be honest with you. We picked our player of the game based on both sides of the ball. Go ahead, Marty.
And that player of the game brought to you by the Wire guys, Matthew Casadas. 7 catches, 67 yards, and the tying touchdown in that second quarter. 4 rushes, 32 yards. He had a kick return for 19 yards. And maybe just as big as his touchdown was the interception. Not only did he pick it off, but he returned it 34 yards to set up the Cougars on a short field of 38 yards to tie the game at 14 in that second quarter. And it just seemed those plays by Casadas and offensively with Shamani seemed to turn the tide for Coach Bookman and his Cougars.
There you see the throw and the block. Casadas with touchdown, Shamani with a great block, forcing both men that he's blocking inside. Casadas takes it to the end zone.
Matthew Casadas from Hazleton area, the Wire guys, player of the game. Coach Bookman sharing some hugs with his coaching staff. I know Mike Sosar patiently waiting to try to get Coach Bookman for a post-game interview.
I'll tell you what, we would be remiss if we didn't mention the Bulldog defense. I thought they played well again. Offensively, a couple of missteps. Need to work on that, and that's something Coach DeFrancesco, I'm sure, will look at as
and Coach Bookman is trotting over to Mike Sosar. I think we've got a pretty happy Hazleton area head coach. We look to be set. Let's head down to the sidelines. Mike Sosar with head coach Dennis Bookman.
Coach Bookman, congratulations on the win. Finally, the W, the first win of the year. Despite the misfortunes early in the third quarter, your team was able to overcome that, get that score there at the end, and able to hold the lead throughout.
We made so many mistakes tonight, but what separates us is we feel we continue to fight. And we talk about trust, love, and committing to our program, committing to each other. And through all the adversity, we just came out. We continue to fight and push through. And as you saw in the second half, it was a lot of gut check. They came out at one point. They went double tight. They were trying to get the ball north to us. And our defense really stepped up. We made an adjustment that we thought was going to be clean to be able to help us in the run game there. And it worked out for us.
Yeah, both those turning points, Coach, a little over 9 minutes and a little over 4.5 left. The defense was able to capitalize and hold strong.
Absolutely, and our defense just continues to improve every week. Our kids buy in, and they compete every single play, from snap to whistle. Our coaches do a tremendous job preparing our players each week. And as I said, the buy-in from our players is second to none, and the effort out here. I mean, good, bad, anything in between. The next play when we line up, we're going to give everything and give a lot of effort.
Yep, Coach, again, enjoy the victory now, but as you head back home with that W in front of the home fans next week against Pittston area.
Absolutely, a great Pittston team. There's no breathers in our schedule. We go, and now we play a really physical Pittston team in week 4, and as you said, they're going to be ready to compete as well.
Coach, once again, congratulations to Hazleton area and your team, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you so much. Go Cougars.
Back upstairs, guys.
And Coach Bookman mentioned the adjustments made in the second half. Hazleton area rushed for 70 yards, passed for 92, 162 yards of offense. Berwick, 60 yards rushing, none passing, only 60 yards of offense in that second half.
I think what happened with the adjustment, they got the ball to playmakers, Marty. They got, as I said, Casadas and Wolf. Those guys made plays, came away with a big win.
And we've got some highlights to get a look at before we sign off tonight from Crispin Field. We start opening possession. 10 plays, 82 yards, capped by Aiden Mason's 4-yard touchdown run. The drive took 5 minutes and 32 seconds, which Mason rushed for 34 of those 82 yards. A Matthews 59-yard run set this up. Wolf stepping up, finding Matthews across the middle. He would dive into the end zone to tie the game at 7. But Berwick would come right back, sparked by a Wolf kickoff return, Mason from 3 yards out. Bulldogs were back in front, 14-7. After a Casadas interception, this play that we've talked about, maybe one of the biggest plays so far of the year for the Cougars. Shermani blocks 2 Bulldogs. Casadas from 31 yards out ties the game at 14. A blocked field goal at the end of the half kept it at 14, and then Wolf in the third quarter, capping a 7-play, 62-yard drive, would take it in from 6 yards out. He carried twice on that drive for 17 yards to give the Cougars their 21-14 lead that they would never relinquish. Ryan Matthews with the interception to seal the Cougars' first victory of this 2021 season as they come away with a 21-14 victory over the Berwick Bulldogs to get their first win of the season, go to 1-2, and welcome Pittston area to Harmon Geist Stadium next Friday night. What a ball game. We say goodnight for our director, Barry Jayas. For stats by Jim Burns. For Mike Sosar, Joe DeMelfi. I'm Marty Burns saying so long. Once again, the final score, Hazleton area 21, Berwick 14. Join us next week for week number 4 of the Lehigh Valley Health Network Hazleton, your orthopedic and sports medicine partner. Game of the week, it'll be the Wildcats of Western Wayne traveling the mountaintop to take on the Crestwood Comets. Will be on the air next Friday night at 7. Please remember, all first responders in your communities, to mark the anniversary of 20 years since 9/11. And from everyone here at WILN, we say goodnight from Berwick.
You're watching WILN TV 35.